Hi everybody, it's Bridget. This is going to be week 29 of my pregnancy update. Let's see. I guess we'll start with symptoms. I've been having a lot of heartburn. It doesn't matter what I eat or what I drink, it just kind of pops up here and there. I mean, it's not as bad as when I was pregnant with my first baby. I had it really bad with him, so bad that it would make my mouth water, and I couldn't even hardly lay down at night because it would, like, bother me when I lay down. So I'm having that a lot more, not a lot, but a lot more than I was. I've been getting a lot of back pain the past, well, I'll say since, not this past Wednesday, the Wednesday before when I ended up going to the hospital with contractions. I've had a lot of back pain since then. And I'll tell you about something that I found that takes care of that. And also the leg pain. I've been getting like pain down the back of my legs. Like I don't know if anybody else gets this, but like when I have my periods, I'll get, I guess from everything being swollen in there, which I know that the back or the leg pain is from the baby being on nerves. But whenever I have my periods, I get the same kind of pain down the back of my legs, just kind of like an achy pain. So I've been getting that. I've been getting a lot of stretching in my lower belly. Excuse me. Yeah, just right down in the very bottom part of my belly. I'm getting a lot of stretching and like pain. Like today I had the pain on my right side, and at first I thought maybe it was just how he was laying or something, but I think it was just, the muscles in my stomach just stretching and stuff. Let's see. I've been peeing a lot more. Like at the beginning they say, you'll have an increase of urination, and then it's supposed to slow down, but mine never slowed down. It stayed the same, and now it's crazy because I have to go usually like every 20 minutes, which that might not sound like a lot to some people, but for me that is extremely a lot. I also noticed, I was looking at my belly one day and noticed I have like a dark spot in my belly button, because my belly button's like almost completely flat right now. And I noticed I was starting to get a dark spot in it. And so I grabbed a mirror and looked to see if maybe I had that line. It's called a linea negra or something like that. Anyway, so I got a mirror and I was looking, and I'm starting to get that line under my belly. I don't think I ever got it on the top part, like above my belly button on that part of my belly, but I've always gotten it on the bottom. Let's see, I think that's it for symptoms. I think that's about it for the symptoms. I just want to mention 2 people that I'm subscribed to here on YouTube. One, her YouTube name is Amanda Myers 23. She, I think she's like 36 weeks pregnant, and they had discovered in one of her ultrasounds that her baby had something called hydrocephalus, where they have a lot of fluid in their head. And So, I mean, that's, you know, kind of scary because they can be born with a large head, and they can cause the mom to have a C-section. And so she's, you know, been dealing with that, and she just did an update, and they did another ultrasound, and they don't see any more fluid. So that's like really good news. So I know a lot of people have been praying for her and for the baby. I mean, a lot, because I mean, nobody wants anybody to have to go through anything like that with their pregnancy, because, you know, it's scary, and none of us would want to go through that, and I certainly wouldn't want anybody to go through anything like that. So looks like all the prayers worked. Let's see, and another woman on here, I think she's 36 weeks pregnant too. Her YouTube name is Truly Blessed 5586, and she, I guess, all of a sudden started having like severe itching all over her body. And then it was funny because the night before I had just been looking through one of my pregnancy books, and had just came across that and was reading it. And one thing that it could be is something called cholestasis, and it's like a condition with your liver. And anyway, I won't go all into it, but it can cause itching all over your body, and the only cure for it, when it gets to a certain degree, because you can have it and not be bad enough, they have to really do anything, they just keep an eye on it. And but if it's bad enough, the only thing that can cure it is delivering the baby. So I've been praying for her, and I just want to ask all of you, those who do pray, to pray for her and her baby, because, you know, you don't want your babies born too early, because you don't want to have to see them, you know, hooked up to tubes and stuff, because, you know, their little body's not completely ready to, you know, be out and functioning on its own. So just keep her in your prayers, and even the other woman, Amanda Myers, continue to keep her in your prayers, because things can only get better with prayer. So let's see. I went to the doctor on Monday, and let's see, I've gained 7 more pounds, so I gained 7 pounds in 4 weeks. And also, he was kind of asking me about the contractions I had, not this past Wednesday, the Wednesday before. He was asking me different, you know, questions about it, and so he could put it in my file and everything. And then that kind of led him into asking about natural childbirth, and I told him I wasn't against being induced, and actually I preferred to be induced, because I've never went into labor on my own, and it's nice to have it planned, especially for me having 4 kids, you know, so that we, you know, have planned out what we're going to do with them, and my husband can have it planned out with his work, you know, when he's going to miss work, and have his vacation and everything planned out. So we talked about that, and he asked, you know, what about the natural childbirth? I told him I wasn't against, you know, being induced, but I didn't want to have an epidural, because I've had 2, and I mean, they were nice because, you know, I didn't feel any pain or anything, but just the recovery afterwards I really didn't like, because I had a lot of pain in my back where they, you know, had inserted it. And after my third baby, I had an epidural with him. I had an epidural with my first and with my third, and they were both boys. But I got like headaches like weeks after I had him, so I really don't want to go through that. And I did really well with the girls. You know, being in labor, I didn't have an epidural with them, and I did really well with that. Oh, and he, you know, asked, you know, if I wanted him circumcised after he was born. Told him yeah. And then he asked when I would want to be induced, and I told him at least 39 weeks. So he actually looked through. My doctors carry these little computers. It just looks like a computer screen, and they can write everything on there and look things up, and they can get on the internet and stuff with it. And they have like a connection to the hospital where I'm going to deliver, and they can look at like the schedule for inductions and stuff. So he looked to see if maybe it went that far, you know, and into June, but it doesn't go that far because he was going to go ahead and schedule it, but it doesn't go that far. So as soon as it's possible, and then I'll have a date that I don't know when to expect him, but you know, he could come before that, which would be nice because I've never went into labor on my own, so it'd be nice to get to go into labor on my own and not have to be induced. Okay, so that's it for my doctor visit. So everything went really good. And my contractions, they, I don't want to say stopped, but like I've been having a lot of Braxton Hicks, and every now and then I'll get a real contraction, and it's not super painful, but I might get like 1 or 2 of those a day, and then I get Braxton Hicks, you know, randomly throughout the days. But one of the nurses had told me that it might be, I might have been having all this because of all the stretching I was having from the baby, you know, growing so much. And said, and then, you know, with it being stretched and then having that weight on the stretching can cause, you know, you to have contractions. So I went to Babies R Us and I got it's called a maternity support belt. And it looks like this. And it's got this band that goes over your stomach. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me see if I can take it out of here. But anyway, I got this because she said that might help. And there you can see that a little bit better. And it actually, as soon as I put it on, my back pain went away, my leg pain went away, and the contractions went away. Except for, you know, a few Braxton Hicks that I had. But it comes in 2 pieces. Actually, I'm going to do a second video and I will show you guys how it gets put on, and I'll do my belly shot in another one. So, look for part 2.